Hello folks, and I hope you're all still fit and well. Just making sure here I know where the bull is before I start, but he's quite content down at the bottom of the passage. You may also have noticed that I have splashed out and bought myself a Christmas present this year. Yes, a nice new stock for the HW97, but more on that later. First though, I want to see if I can get some of the birds that are forever coming into the sheds after the meal, and as you can see there's quite a few magpies sitting outside. As well as stealing the meal for the cattle, these birds also dung over everything, the meal, the water troughs, even the cattle themselves, which can spread diseases to the cattle. But the first birds in the door was a pair of jackdaws, which I found difficult lining a black crosshair up on a black bird in such a dark gloomy shed. But I managed to get the shot off, and even though the bird flew out the door, it didn't get too far. In the past, this shed usually had a big sliding door on it, but recently it's been replaced by a simple gate, probably to aid ventilation and airflow to the shed. Either that or the farmers caught it on the tractor again and smashed the tripe out of it. But as you can see, the birds have taken a liking now to sitting on the gate. They're still shootable, though I do have to take more care now, as the shot is closer to the cattle compared to when they would sit on the blue water pipes up on the roof. Since that bird was visible to the others lying at the door, I decided to go out and lift it. It did have a wee spark of life left in it, but that was quickly taken care of by a quick snap of the wrist, and then I set it up as a decoy in the silage. I didn't have to wait too long until a second magpie appeared, which did seem quite agitated, even though I did lift the bird I just shot. I did have to reposition myself a little to get a clear shot, but thankfully the bird didn't notice the movement. Oh, for those who are interested or don't already know, the rifle I'm using is a Weihrauch HW97 in 177 caliber, which I have put a V-match tuning kit into at about 12-13 foot-pounds of energy, which is on my license. Now, after the last shot, the rest of the magpies spotted the dead bird laying and quickly worked themselves into a bit of a tiz, which gave me a couple of relatively quick opportunities off the corner of this trailer at about 35 yards. Well, as quick as you can cock and reload an underlever air rifle, that is. I wasn't too happy with that last shot. Either I moved or the bird moved at the last second, and I think I hit it a little too far forward. So once I got the rifle reloaded, I decided to go forward and make sure it was down for good. I'd only just got over the gate and look what I found. Yep, the jackdaw I'd shot at the start. I knew it fell outside the door but didn't realise it was that close, and that's probably what the rest of the magpies were scraping at. We've had a lot of rain this last while, and the yard is a real mucky wet mess with all the heavy machinery going back and forth. And as I look to my left, there's the magpie I thought I'd wounded, lying dead. I guess I hit it better than I thought. It's hard to pick up birds and hold a camera at the same time. But at least we've accounted for everything, as I hate chasing wounded birds about the place. Hello, big fella. You gonna keep them well? You've been as good as gold today. You stayed out of my hair and I've stayed out of yours. Well, until now. If this bar wasn't between us, things might be different. Oh, why, the stock I bought myself. Yes, it was from Custom Stock Limited, and it's one of their CS 500 models, which I had stippled rather than checkering. It was really grippy and it flows the whole way underneath the fore end. The pistol grip is very roomy and has a groove cut for a thumb up shooting position, which I really like. I just went for the standard recoil pad instead of the adjustable one, as I find it doesn't catch in your clothes the same. Plus the walnut is a wee bit lighter than the laminate stock I had, and it handles so much better. Blooper alert, just in case you thought filming in a shed full of cattle was easy. Well folks, I hope you had a great Christmas and a happy new year, and thank you very much to everybody who left a comment wishing both me and my family the same. But until next time, take care and look after yourselves, hey.